It's easier to build strong children than to repair broken men. Hey there, you guys. How's it going? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So what are we looking at today with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Well, I mean, we're in a bear market. That's obvious as of lately, right? And we're getting down here a little lower. We're below that 6,000. We're seeing the 4.3. We're continuing to move sideways at this area. I think we're down like another 1/3% right now, so it's not too much. But we're hoping for green, right? We're hoping for green by Christmas, maybe. I mean, we got a lot of good, positive things happening in cryptocurrency, always when it comes to development. So, you know, a lot of people are talking about what's holding the price down, what happened, was this manipulation? We're hearing quite a few people say that it could be possible market manipulation when it comes to this recent price drop. You know, whether or not that's true, it's going to take hindsight, right? Because that's always 2020. When you're here in the moment, it's hard to figure out exactly what's going on. A lot of us are going to be looking back at this at some point, probably saying, hey, we wish we picked up some cryptocurrency, because you got to go against the standard trends in order to make, you know, large financial gains. We got a lot of news today. Well, a little bit of news, I guess I'd say, because it's a lot of Bitcoin Cash stuff. And we're looking at this 19-year-old who's out there possibly pulling some pranks, trying to earn some BTC. But you know what ain't no joke? We got Samantha over there in the chat.
Good morning, everyone.
So how are you today, Samantha?
Pretty good.
Pretty good?
Sure.
Why not?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Got work to do, right?
Right.
As we continue to tell you guys, we're going to be here Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday around 8 o'clock in the morning. You got to hit your notification bell, because we're going to try to do a couple evening episodes whenever we get off work early. That's the point in the notification bell, because we're not sure when we're doing it. We can't tell production what to do at the factory. But
hit the bell.
Hit the bell. Yep. They'll be around 6 or 7 o'clock at night when we do have them. Can't say if there's going to be one tomorrow or not.
Yeah.
Right,
yeah.
All right. Would you mind pulling up one of those wonderful screen shares? We'll take a look at Coin Paprika, see what we got going on in the markets today, talk about some news, answer some questions. Of course, if you guys got anything you want to talk about, pile it up in the chat. That's the whole point of why Samantha's here.
All right. It's up.
It is up. So what are you seeing over there, Sam? Is it a sea of red?
There's, oh, yeah. God, Bitcoin Cash has the only green.
Well, I mean, with these hash wars supposedly ending, I mean, time to turn that around, right? So we got BTC coming in at $4,316. That's down 0.22, down 21.79% on the week. Ouch, of course. They're all looking like this, though. We got XRapid, 40 cents, 40.2 cents. That's down 1.77% in the last 24 hours, down 15.76% for the week. I guess it's true. A lot of people did jump over there trying to.
I know. I'm still trying to get used to the second place. Like, it's all nah.
I don't know. To me, it just seems like a blast from the past. They used to hold the number 2 spot for a very long time before.
Oh, yeah, when they were like nothing.
Yeah, sub pennies.
Yes.
And Bitcoin was below 1,000. We got Bitcoin Cash coming in at $209. That's up 2.74%. Oh, Ethereum. Sorry. I just don't even want to talk about it with this price. $122. Come on, does that even make sense? So many ICO or so many tokens are running on it. So many ICOs have ran on it. I mean, there has to be a little bit of value there at least. Down, not all that much, 0.04%, but down 29.45% on the week. Ouch. Bitcoin Cash down 46% for the week, up 2.74 right now, coming in at $209. We got Stellar Lumas XLMs at 17.7 cents, down 2.13% right now. And that's 26% for the week. EOS, wow, $3.56, way below your $5 love for it, Sammy. That's down 0.75, 0.75% there. That's down 21% for the week. Man. Litecoin, $31.86, down almost another full percent, coming in at a 23% loss for the week. Everybody, I mean, I don't know anybody who had a good conversation with their family when it comes to cryptocurrency this Thanksgiving.
I mean, it was just us, and I mean, we had an okay conversation about cryptocurrency.
Oh, look at that. As you can see, they got Bitcoin Cash Satoshi's Vision added here.
Ooh.
$65. That's up 48%, down 49% for the week.
It's like the longest name with some parentheses going on. Awesome.
Well, they're currently holding the number 9 spot in the top 10.
Hey, right? Sorry, Monero.
Well, I didn't realize they were on there, so I guess we don't necessarily have to look at Poloniex. Let's just close that out. And
let's just close that.
Of course, let's talk about the Tally Fund, because you guys all know why we're here. Bitcoin awareness, right? We're here for the fundamentals. We're here to spread the cause. We're here to be able to participate in a carbon offset situation, because I know you guys are busy. You guys can't get out there and pass out flyers and take the time to explain to everybody what Bitcoin is. And you know, I'm not going to lie, it takes a lot of work sometimes, and it takes some cojones to get out there and start telling people that the fiat dollar is garbage and they need to get into this magical money that goes up and down in price like this. But at the same time, I guess I got to, because I'm out there and I love doing it. We just asked for you guys to help make it happen. We're looking for $700, and we're going till we got 67 more days on this. And this is to get us off to the Forbidden Kingdom. It's an electric music festival. It's going to be in Boca Raton, Florida. We're looking to be able to make flyers and pass them out again. And for some reason, this goes really well. We're also looking to maybe go ahead and make some stickers to post up all over the place. I'd like to see about getting a Bitcoin flag totem. If we can do that, I might just pay for that one out of my pocket, because I think I'd really enjoy myself with that.
He wants to be the totem guy.
Yeah. But as you can see, our man Paul Rouleau has kicked us off here. As you can also see, I wasn't aware of how low the Bitcoin Cash price was going to go, so I'm currently holding his donation.
Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin.
The Bitcoin price, because of the Bitcoin Cash wars, not sure how low the price was going to go, so I took it out in fiat, and I am currently holding it in the safe, thinking about adding some personal money with it in so I can get in at tier 1, so the price is a little lower on that first ticket.
I love the tiers.
Yeah, but as always, you know, we're a nonprofit, so we like to make sure everything is clear, cut, and dry as we talk about the finances here at the channel. All right, let's stop the screen share. Let's pull out the backyard so you can see how beautiful it is here in Florida today.
Look at my pumpkins that are still alive.
It's the cool weather, right?
Oh, we have Crypto Shrugged Author here.
Got the nice wood chair today, grounding me.
He says good morning. And we have Watchman. He says hi. James Benhart said, did you feast on the turkey that you have? No.
I actually protested on Facebook about the slaughter of the turkeys and how we should all be eating the dirty pig.
Yep.
In this house, we had ham with the pineapples and the cherries and the cloves all stuck in it. It was actually really good.
Yes.
Ham's not a bad cook.
You know, I didn't know how to cook at all when I met Eugene, so this is just over like 2 decades worth of learning.
Well, I mean, necessity is the need of invention.
Yeah, like my mother was not a learner once. She just made the food. It was like, wait, I boiled water. That was all I knew. Andy Anderson's here. He says, hi, guys.
My man. So what do we got? We got one big news story. We got a lot of talk on Bitcoin Cash. So didn't really necessarily want to get out here and talk about it, but of course, you know, you got to keep your eye on the horizon. You got to look at everything that's coming down the pipeline. A lot of people are talking about how the Bitcoin Cash wars are finally over, that both of them have agreed to travel on different paths and continue their blockchain separately. Most exchanges are open for withdrawals and deposits at this point. We're seeing Ledger opening for deposits and withdrawals. You know, the chaoticness of the situation that possibly could have been putting downward pressure on the entire cryptocurrency market is supposedly subsiding. You know, it's starting to be the calm after the storm.
So they made a truce? Like, we're just going to go our own way? But, I'll stay out of your lane?
ABC is going to be keeping the Bitcoin Cash name in most locations, from what I can tell. I don't know. I'm hearing conversation about maybe it was a good thing, you know, that maybe it forced us to the bottom fast, where this would have possibly taken another 6 months or something for us to slowly ride down to this price with our sideways movement, you know, because of the optimism that people held on to. But with this event causing the bear market to come crashing down to the bottom so that we can start getting onto the bull market. You know, whether or not this is true, you know, hindsight, that's one of those things, because you're not going to be able to tell until we're over $10,000 again on what's actually happening with the Bitcoin price, because between here and there, you could call all kinds of different stuff with technical analysis, you know, like a bounce and this and that to get up to almost that kind of a price before you could come shooting back down to where we are now, or potentially lower. Can't predict cryptocurrency. I mean, I've definitely learned that one in my couple years out here.
Yes.
I try.
That's why we're not traders.
Yeah,
is because we really don't.
Riding for the long haul on this one. But you guys out there that are actually looking to go ahead and split your coins, we're hearing Ledger Live coming out talking about Electrum Splash splitting tool. They're saying that this is probably who you're going to want to go with if you're trying to split your Satoshi's Vision out of your Bitcoin Cash. You should do that as your first send.
That's supposed to protect the replay pay crap and yes, all of the bad things that can happen.
But Ledger is also going on to say that they're not going to be supporting the BSV version, so the Satoshi's Vision version, but they are resuming the withdrawals and the deposits and all of that. So, that's probably a good relief because a lot of exchanges and the Ledger shut it down on the 14th or the 15th. And here we are looking at, today is the 25th.
No, 24th.
24th?
Laptop says 24.
Okay.
Damn, we missed today. Okay.
Well, that puts us at 10 days. I mean, cryptocurrency world, 10 days is over a month.
Yeah, I know, right? Andy Anderson says Andy Hoffman. I do not enjoy listening to that man. I'm not 100%.
It's something about reading the script like he does that.
I know he's like a podcaster, but it's like, I don't know. Ooh, I don't know. I don't like it. All right, James Bedhart says, saw videos. Bid miners break even is maybe 4,000. Lots of small miners holding out of business or going out of business with government investing selling crypto that is not regulated. They are manipulating prices lower to get crypto's prices as low. Miners are going out of business selling their crypto. I mean, that's another hindsight one.
Yeah. Three possible case scenarios on why the Bitcoin price is so low is that miners are going out of business and having to sell their stockpiles as they go ahead and dump their miners.
Yeah, they're liquidating like crazy,
saying that they're getting rid of older ASIC machines because they're not profitable. I mean, even if this is what's happening, this is all based on mining, mining becoming unprofitable because the governments are taking away their sanctions and stuff like that.
Making them pay for electricity, shutting them down.
If this is the case scenario, the Bitcoin network is overprotected. And I mean, on the other side of this purge, I guess I'd call it, Bitcoin would be even stronger because the people that are still mining and can ride through this, they would have the best ASIC equipment. They would be more invested for the fundamental reasons. You see what I'm saying? They would have the best of the best in order to be able to stay going through this, and they would be being paid more because, the more miners there are, the less everybody makes. We've talked about how Bitcoin mining has been on an upward incline as the price declines. So that's never, a lot of people couldn't understand why this was happening. Well, here we are seeing the fallout from that. If this is the case scenario of why the Bitcoin price is down.
Yeah. I mean,
getting in on mining is just as risky as buying and holding Bitcoin. You're still taking those investments. You're still saying that Bitcoin prices are going to go up. And then you're still saying that you're going to become profitable with your overhead of electricity costs. And
and you usually have to front a capital and if you're going to hold Bitcoin, you have to put in a large chunk of money or whatever. If you're going to do mining, I mean, you got to drop a decent amount of money to.
And that's what happens when you go to ASICs. And, that's what upsets a lot of people is because they can't participate. Like me and you, we really couldn't participate.
Yeah, our one miners
to go out and spend like $1,500 on a miner to clog up what little upload speed we have here, the 1.5 megabytes per second we get. It's not.
Oh God, yeah.
It's not worth it.
No, and I think
small amount of Bitcoin we would get, we would be better off taking that 1,500 and just going out and purchasing Bitcoin.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know what we pay per kilowatt here, but I mean, it is a co-op, and it seems a little bit pricey in our electric just as is. Could you imagine having? You're like, oh, so we have a $500 electric bill this month. How much did we make? James Bedhart said some mining companies are building big mining facilities still. I have stocks in those.
I mean, there are going to be ones that ride through it. It's just going to be, based on your efficiency. You know, what kind of ASICs are you running? What kind of power price are you getting? Are you being affected by the government and these new regulations and power crises that are supposedly happening? So, I mean, it's just as big as a gamble as it is picking an altcoin, picking a mining facility to invest in.
They do still have that weird chart graph thing where you like put it and they tell you what country or like state or whatever would give you the best. The best overall.
All right. Well, we got one more story here that we're looking at. We're looking at a 19-year-old. I mean, this is bad, but at the same time, like, it goes to show some of the good use case scenarios of cryptocurrency. We got a
it's the good and bad use case scenarios.
Well, I mean, I like to notice all sides or all aspects of an event. And I mean, it's bad that this kid, there's a 19-year-old Michael Kadar out of Israel who is autistic. So,
he's an American Israel, like, what? So he's dual citizened.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, I thought it was more that he's autistic and homeschooled. So, I mean, you have to give a
lots
little
of free time
sympathy,
and
I guess, but right is right and wrong is wrong. And it doesn't excuse the fact that he's made about 2,000 bomb hoaxes between 2015 and 2017. He went and sold himself on the dark web as JCC Bomb Hoaxer was the name they gave him. And he'd make a bomb threat wherever you wanted for $500 on a plane, $40 on a person, $80 for a school. And he was going ahead and collecting all of this in Bitcoin.
Yep.
So, I mean, once again, another way that a lot of people are going to look at this in a bad light, you know, saying, oh, Bitcoin was used for this. But it's the versatility that Bitcoin has is why he used it, that it's a better form of currency. You could not have paid him through Western Union or PayPal or, you know, send him a check or cash in the mail,
a money order.
Without it being able to be traced back to him. So, I mean, I find it good for Bitcoin that this was, you know, that it shows the use case scenarios that it has, that it is anonymous or that it can be pseudo-anonymous.
Yeah, I mean, that this kid, he was under the, I mean, if it was 2015, he was under the age of 18 when he first started, which means he couldn't have actually had his own bank account, you know, things of that, and probably either country. And yes, I mean,
Bitcoin didn't care if he was Israel or an American, if he was white, if he was black, if he was gay, whatever.
I mean, what he was doing.
Let him open an account. Yes. Let him receive and let him send Bitcoin. With pseudo anonymity.
Yeah, I mean, it's not awesome because yes, like he was literally, I don't know, they didn't say exactly how he was doing like the bomb threatness, but yes, he was very efficient in it apparently. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they were talking about how, you know, it cost America thousands of dollars because every time he did it to a commercial airline, they had to scramble jets to follow the plane to force them to land in a location. You know, that the bomb squad had been.
Yeah, schools, airports, hospitals. I mean, those are things that people.
And it was getting to the point, I guess, where students were just paying him, you know, $80 for a school bomb threat because they didn't want to take an exam.
Right. Like not even, yes, because apparently the JCC-ness is supposed to be Jewish community something bomber, like hoax bomber. Like that was what a lot of the people that were in Israel or whatever nicknamed him because that's what he was doing over there. Like they were paying him to do hoax on churches, on synagogues and stuff like that. So, I mean, I don't know. It was obviously not good things. He was not doing good things, but it is.
It shows the capability of the payment method.
Yes.
Because just, you know, everybody's terrorist is someone else's freedom fighter. You know, so as you know, there are groups out there that are against the U.S. government or the dollar bill or whatever. If you want to fund them, you know, like WikiLeaks and stuff like that, if you want to fund them, this is where the cryptocurrency comes in. This is where Bitcoin comes in and has true value.
Yes, I mean, I like the dispensary-ness more than the illegal things, but it's the same kind of thing. If you need to bypass a federal government of some sort, your nation's government, whatever, Bitcoin is amazing for that. Like, it's amazing. You just literally bypass whatever, you know, if they're saying, no, you can't do this or have a bank account or whatever it is. Okay.
I have an alternative system I can use. I mean, all right, well, I mean, this isn't the only technology. He was also using, they're talking about that he had highly advanced technology or software to alter his location and disguise his voice. So
right, as he's like calling in bomb threats or like messaging these things.
Bitcoin was just the payment tool that he received. He also had other, he was also using the dark web. I'm sure he had some sort of Tor browsing and everything else going on there to help hide him this way.
I mean, this is the same kind of thing as how you see, like, how they say, like, women, like, in India and the Middle East and stuff that are not allowed to have bank accounts, like, solely and stuff like that, that they start up little businesses and that are legit or whatever, but they get paid in Bitcoin because that completely bypasses all of those stupid rules. Like, you know what I mean? Like, everybody, I don't know. Bitcoin. It is bad what he did, but it is very good.
Bitcoin makes us all equal. We're all equal in the eyes of Bitcoin. All right. I mean, besides that, the only other upside to this I found is, he had some cash on him, and they're saying that most of his value was still held in Bitcoin. They're saying that he got about 184 Bitcoin out of all of his stuff. So about $0.8 million at current price.
So almost $1 million?
Almost $1 million. And that's at this price. So in a little while, it'll definitely be well over $1 million. He's not giving up his private keys. He's not giving up his Bitcoin address. They can't actually get a
force
hold
him.
of this. Right. So once again, no matter what, they can't make you give this up. This kid is autistic. He's into Bitcoin. He probably understands this. He's probably some brainiac that's memorized the 12 words. And he's going to have that Bitcoin when he gets out if he doesn't give it up to them. They can't really.
Yeah, he is going to go to jail.
Yeah, it would be that they would have to plea deal it out of them or something and be like, we'll take this many years off, or we'll.
Yeah, but that's when you just give it to your mom, or your whatever.
2 10-year sentences or something.
It was a decent chunk. I know that. When I read it, I was thinking, "Ooh, that's a while."
That's how you hodl for real,
right? Dude, I'll be like a trillionaire by the time I get out, but I'm gonna be 40. Oh well.
All right, Sam. Is there anything else in that chat? Because besides that, we'll probably start wrapping up the show.
Nope.
What time is it? We've been on here
8:23.
8:23.
Yeah.
That sounds great. We'll put it in for a half-hour show. So if you guys got any questions, comments, anything you want to talk about, I'll run through my end a little bit here, and then we'll stop back in with the chat and see if there's anything you guys want to talk about. I am very appreciative to all of you new people that came and started subscribing here to the channel. Thank you, Bitcoin Ben, for your amazing video. The exposure from that, I think it was around 6,000 views last time I looked at it. We usually don't get that kind of views. We're small. We're on the outskirts here, but at the same time, I think that's one of the things that makes us a great tool, because you are capable of getting a hold of me pretty much all the time. You get a hold of me right now by talking to Samantha in the chat. You can shoot me an email at my email help desk. It's eugeneforrest20@gmail.com. If you can't spell it, it's down there below. You can get a hold of me on Twitter. You can find me under #Bitcoin and Coffee. I'm on a lot of different social media platforms, but sometimes I don't, I'm busy. I'm working 50 hours a week on average, along with Samantha. So, the other social media platform, we get our videos up to them as often as we can. But if you can go by and give whatever videos there an upvote, a thumbs up, a heart, or whatever it is, it's a great way to help out the channel without taking anything out of your pocket. Because, hey, we're all in it for the long haul with cryptocurrency. I want to collect those tribe tokens and those mine tokens and everything else out there, because it'll have value someday, and that'll definitely help the channel down the road. As I continue to keep asking you guys, I have all kinds of tools, links, and affiliation codes down below, but I have donational addresses. Those help out the channel with equipment and funding and everything. Besides that, we run the tally fund so you guys can know what's going on with the Forbidden Kingdom and us passing out flyers there. That's how we're raising the money to make that happen. So I'd rather have you give to that, because that gives back to the whole community. Like I keep saying, it's like a carbon offset. Sometimes we all feel guilty about not being able to get out there and do our part when it comes to Bitcoin, because there is no marketing department. Giving a couple dollars there is the best thing you can do to be able to feel like you're giving back to the community. I'll bring you video and photo and everything else, like I did with the Electric Daisy Carnival in Orlando. You can see all of that on this channel and on Twitter. Me passing out flyers, Samantha by my side giving me a hand with that, passing out flyers as well, even though you're never going to see her on camera.
Nope, but I was.
And this time around, we might even have a third help. If you want to get out there and join us, please let me know. We're definitely willing to take on other people to get out there and pass out flyers to spread awareness. That would be a great advantage. If you want to come on the show and talk with us, that would be a big plus too. Let us know. We'll be able to set it up. You know, we're looking to talk to the average everyday person. Besides that, we're going to have Bitcoin crypto news education on Monday morning with us at 8 a.m. So that should be a nice, that should be a good time. I mean, I like talking with him. He's another Florida boy. You know, he's been in cryptocurrency for a little while. We like to talk about, you know, the current events, the news, all of that kind of stuff. So we should have a good little conversation right there.
Yeah, I think it'll be good.
And, you know, like I've been saying, Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, 8 o'clock in the morning, we'll be here. Hit the notification bell. We'll try to bring you 2 evening shows, productions, what's going to end up telling us what that one happens. Because once again, the man always controls our life in some way or another.
He tells us when we get to go home.
So what do we got in the chat, Sam? Did anybody want to ask any question, or they just want to wrap this up, get the day underway, go out there and
we have
kick ass and take names?
Dennis here. He says hello, and then he asks if Ethereum is a good buy.
I mean, I don't like to give financial advice. That's not really what I'm here for. But I'm saying that these prices, all cryptocurrency in the top 20 right now, are looking like a decent buy with these big pullbacks that we've had. So if you believe in that cryptocurrency and you find some good fundamental use cases for it, then, I mean, unless you think we're going to be dipping lower in any of these cryptocurrencies, or you think Bitcoin's going to dip lower and take it with you or take it with them, you know, this is the time to be picking up cryptocurrency, because in a month or two, when we look back at now, we're going to be, man, I wish we had picked it up. That was the bottom. But as always, it's hard to call the bottom. You know,
yeah.
I mean, that's why I don't personally trade. I've never been able to call the top or the bottom. I just like to sell all the way up, sell all the way down, and have more cryptocurrency than I know what to do with.
Yep. All right. We're good.
All right, you guys, I really appreciate you guys getting out here and talking crypto in the morning and joining this community, spreading Bitcoin awareness. It fills me full of energy. It's what makes me excited. It's what gets us up in the morning, is getting out here and knowing that we're doing our part to be able to spread the awareness of Bitcoin and how it's going to change the world and it's going to better all of our lives. So you guys go out there, do what you can to spread Bitcoin awareness today. And remember, keep your BTC safe.
Bye, guys.